Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to take some boxes and turn them into something. I'm going to use the same box that I just drew, but you guys are going to be drawing different boxes because you should have turned your 3 beginner ones into the substitute. So I'm going to take my box here and I'm going to turn it into something, and what I've decided on is that I'm going to turn it into a toaster, just because that's what I picked. So I'm going to erase these lines a little bit better, smear the lines everywhere. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do for the toaster is I'm going to put the slots on the top where you would put the bread. So here's the top of my toaster. I need to put 2 slots on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them go to this vanishing point, and I'm just going to pick a place where I want them. So there's the one side of the first one. Here's the side of the other one. Now I can look and see how much room I have. I'm going to make them about that wide. Okay, so there's the beginning. Now I need to go to this vanishing point to finish them. So I'm just going to pick a place, and it's going to be right here. I'm going to go like that and like that. I need to connect these lines. Ooh. Same thing up here. Connect, connect. Alright, so there are my 2 toaster slots. They're not perfect, but they're pretty good. So then what I need to do is I need to make them look like they're going into the toaster, like you could actually reach into it or put bread in there. So this time I already did lines to this vanishing point and this vanishing point, so my only other choice is I need to put some vertical lines in there somewhere, and they need to be going into the toaster. So my only option is this corner right here. Bring it straight down. Same thing here, straight down. So now it should, if you look at it, it should look like you could put a piece of bread in there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the details on the side. So over here we're going to have the little lever that you can push down and the temperature gauge. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the little lever, which is kind of like, on my toaster at least, it's an extra little box, just a really little box hanging off the front of the toaster. So I'm going to start with my corner, go to that vanishing point, same thing, then I can go to this vanishing point. It shouldn't stick off the toaster too much, so I'm going to make this part really small, like that, and like that. Okay, then I have to add my vertical lines to end this box. Like that and that. And now I'm just missing a top. So I'm going to take my corner here, and I'm going to go to my opposite side vanishing points. There we go. Alright, so there's my little button that you push up and down. So now we need the track that it goes on. So I'm just going to pick a place right here. And there's a little track. I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit, so it looks a little more realistic. And maybe it's not pushed all the way to the bottom, so I can actually make that coming out here. So there's the track, and then if I wanted to make that look like it had depth, I could just take this corner to this vanishing point. So there. And then I'm going to add a little temperature gauge, and mine's pretty much right underneath that, but I'm just going to change it up some. I'm going to put it over here. So when you're going to do a circle in perspective, it can't be a regular circle like this. It needs to actually be in perspective also. So it's going to go from this to an oval. The technical term is ellipse. So I'm going to put that right here. And then to give it some depth, I'm actually going to take the top and bottom to this vanishing point, just a little bit. And then round that off. Like that. Alright, circles are not very easy to do in perspective. There's actually a whole measurement system for how to do them, but that's a whole lesson all by itself. So just do the best you can with ovals for now. And that doesn't look bad, so we'll just leave it like that. Something else you can add is the cord, or the place where the cord is coming out of. So I'm just going to add a little place back here. Mine actually comes out of the back of my toaster, but I just want to show something on this side too. So I'm going to, it's going to be flat on this side, so it needs to follow to the same vanishing point as this side. So it's going to go like that and that. And then I can just draw my cord coming out. My toaster cord is just about this short. And there you go. I turned a box into a toaster. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to make 3 new boxes and turn them into something. They need to have almost as much detail as this. Make sure that you're putting detail on at least 2 of the sides. You don't have to do all 3, but at least 2 of the sides need to have detail. And make sure that you're going to your vanishing points, because if you're not, then it's not right somewhere along there. Okay, some ideas for this would be a TV, a toaster, an oven, a refrigerator, a bookshelf, a stack of books, children's playing blocks, all kinds of things. So make 3 new boxes and turn them into 3 different things. When you're finished with that, turn them into the sub and you can move on to the next video.